And we are back. Had a little bit of trouble with that thing, but I ended up using this little video. Just found him. It was pretty good. Fixed it. Alright, so everything in here labeled V2 is variant 2. So we have the first variant, which is this one, which is focusing on swarming. You see it has what? Okay. It has swarm and abscond up there as one of the actions that you can do. The first, I guess this is variant 2 now, does not have that. So variant 2 focuses much more on building the hive and making it bigger than it does on swarming and making a second hive. Because honestly, controlling 2 of these things sounds like a nightmare. I would rather not do that. So, comb counter v2, we're just going to swap this image out with a new one. The one that we were just working on before, which is this. So we're going to save and assets, no, components. Right? Yeah. Cool. Real cool. Okay. And then we don't need these, because that's not how robbing is done in this version. You see, everybody starts with their little pool of 9 bees. And honestly, the worst part of this little thing is that I have to do this with all of them over and over again, because I don't need any of this at all. Not for this version. And I did such a good job. But I don't need any of it for this version, like at all. So we can just remove it. Cool. Now, since this is something new, it is still liable to change. How this kind of works now is everybody has their own little hive, and what happens is everybody starts with some comb and they fill in those first 5 spaces. Then on their turn they can build, and if they build, they put a bee onto there, and that bee is going to build. It's going to spend that honey. It's going to do the thing that it does. Should all of these be brood hexes? I don't know about that. But right here you have how each of those actions works, except for Rob. Rob has changed dramatically. That's the thing that's going to have to get addressed. So this needs to be more than 75%. Okay, we're going to go back to GIMP, and we're going to take these. We're going to make it 90%. We're just going to save that. And I'm just going to change it. You don't need to see me changing how I change it. Alright. And also, down here is a little guide that tells people what all this stuff does. Down here is a little guide. If you build, you spend a honey and earn a comb. If you nurse, you do this. You get the action, spend, earn. And each of those actions have symbols, which are correlated right here. And so these are all for the hive actions. Maybe that should be hive colored then. Anyway, abscond isn't there, swarm isn't there, route needs to get reworded, forage needs to get reworded, guard needs to get completely reworded. Okay. Choo. All that needs to get reworded, and those need to get discarded. I would also like to add this information to the back of each of these, because right now they're just blank, which is kind of unfortunate. So, other than that, it's pretty good. How do these move on here? Okay, that's fine. And so those are your hive actions, those are your field actions. Yeah. All right. I should probably do a separate video on how the game works, right? Okay.